Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for watching. Today we have an install and a review of some new rock lights that were sent to us by Mictuning. If you haven't heard of Mictuning, definitely you should check them out. Go to www.mictuning.com and check out some of the off-road lighting products that they have, because they have a ton of stuff. LED lights, rock lights just like this, multiple different versions, multiple different colors, and yeah, almost for any rig stuff like this will work. Oddly enough, I already actually have a product from Mictuning that I purchased a little bit before this, and that is going to be their switch panel. So if you're getting a set of lights like this, definitely go on, check out their switch panel, because wiring stuff up to a switch panel is going to be a lot easier than wiring everything direct to your battery. But enough about that, more about the C2 lights. So these are the C2 Rgbw LED rock lights. They're going to be IP68 certified, so you don't have to worry about water, dust, mud, snow, all of that we have here in Ontario where we wheel, so you're not going to have to worry about any of that. It's all sealed, it's IP68 certified. Also, really cool thing with these, you can run them on the app. You can pair it up to the control box that these come with, and it's going to give you 16 million different colors on their color wheel. So pretty much bring up their color wheel, pick the colors you'd like, and run it just like that. Using the app, this has what's called music mode, and that is going to allow the lights to change color with the music. I will be connecting this via Mictuning's 8-gang switch. If you're connecting to a switch panel, it's pretty much going to be the same. Now, if you're not connecting with a switch panel, I'll kind of tell you what you have to do. So once you get to install, there's going to be multiple different ways to do that. One way I will be using is to use high-powered magnets. I don't know if I'm going to use it for all of them yet. Really have to wait to see until we get under the Jeep, but we're going to be using high-powered magnets. And if you want to pick up a set, you can find them all over Amazon, but I will put the link down below just to make it easier for you. But I think that's going to be the best way for us to install. Magnets are going to stick onto all the underside frame rail, or even inner fenders if you want to mount them there. So mounting choice is completely up to you. You don't have to go do what I'm doing. I'm just going to give you kind of a suggestion of where to mount them. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and open this up and see what we have. Put that aside for now. Okay, so one thing I didn't mention here, and it's kind of cool because I'm a sticker guy. So Mictuning definitely provides stickers in their boxes with all their different products, which I think is kind of cool. Like I said, I like stickers. Here's another full sheet of stickers. I'm a sticker guy, so I kind of like that. They're going to have your instructions, and put those aside. Now your Mictuning app instructions. Again, we're going to go back to that after install so that we can pair everything to that. And again, it's going to have detailed colored instructions, very nice. And the rock lights. Let's go ahead and pull these out of the box and see what we have. Okay, so in the box, guys, we have our 8 C2 Rgbw LED lights, and we're going to have all the wires that come with that, obviously. Some of these are going to have longer wires than others, and that's the ones you're going to want to run to the furthest point of the Jeep. You're going to have your control box. All these lights are going to run up through your engine bay, all to this box, just like you see here. There's 4 on one connection and 4 on the other connection. This is a combination. Again, this is if you're going to run a switch, a separate switch into your cab. So that's going to be your toggle on and off. And again, you control everything else by the app. So this, we're not going to be fully using all of this, because this is going to go direct into the switch panel. And because I'm using magnets, I probably will not be using these, but these are going to be for depending on how you're mounting your lights. And I'll pull one out here to show you. You can connect this in, and it lets you run the wire. It's got little cutouts and grooves. It's also going to allow for anti-vibration, so it gives you something, a nice cushion to mount to. You're going to have those if you want to use those. Definitely going to help with vibration and impact and stuff like that. You can use those. They provide you with all the hardware you're going to need to bolt these in if you're going to use bolts. Very nice on that, providing all that. I'm going to use high-powered magnets. So these guys, I'm just going to mount one on the back of each one, and then I'm going to be able to use that to mount to the surface that I want to mount it to. They're really strong. These guys hold like 75 pounds. These things weigh not a lot. So we're going to use that to mount these with. Now, again, the hardest part of this is going to be running your wiring. So you're going to want to make sure that, you undo these from your connectors. So again, you're going to have 2 of these, and you're going to just pull these apart, okay, all of them, and that's going to disconnect your light. I think the best way for you to run this would be to wire to the furthest point first, and then make sure you have a long enough cable to do that. You're going to have your longer ones, your shorter ones. Longer ones obviously go to your furthest run, and then you're going to wire those the rest of the way. So I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to do a little prep work. I'm going to get all these magnets glued on, and then we'll be able to move ahead to install. Well guys, now is going to come the fun part. We're going to run the Mictuning control box to control our lights. So I've been looking kind of under the engine bay here, and this is a fairly long control box. Long connectors, right? I'm thinking the easiest way is going to be to wire this on the brake booster side. This is a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder. That's going to give me the most area to drop this down to connect the wiring for the rock lights. So I'll bring you guys in a little closer and we can have a look here where I'm going to run this box. I've already gone out and kind of run the power cable to the power box. I haven't connected anything yet. Just want to make sure I've got enough wire. So we're going to go ahead. I'll bring you in close and I'll show you where I'm going to drop this down. Oh guys, we ran into a little bit of a snag here. By putting the box up in this area, we definitely do not have enough room. So we are going to have to run it down over here. And I'm going to actually have to drop the box underneath. So I'll run it from the power here. I'll run the line straight down. And I'll have to mount the box on the frame rail somewhere in order to have enough length for the lights. Routing the wiring in through the engine compartment from the top, I was able to do that easier by using a coat hanger. I keep the coat hanger on hand all the time. It's just great for wiring setups like this. It allows me to tape the wire to the coat hanger and then pull everything up through where I need it. It'll make your life a lot simpler. All in all, running the wiring for the pod lights is fairly simple. Just make sure you select an appropriate location to run the wiring. You don't want it near any moving parts, and you definitely don't want it near anything that's going to be extremely hot. You don't want it running on top of your exhaust or anything like that. Try to keep it away from control arms, and also try to keep wiring away from anything that you're going to slide over rocks. Think of what kind of off-roading you do. If you're in a lot of mud, you definitely want to protect the wiring from that. So I chose to run the wiring as high up as possible on the frame rail, and that seemed to work for me. We've had it off-roading once in deep snow, and everything went well. So definitely be careful. Choose your lines where you want to run the wiring. It's going to make a world of difference. Just needs a little bit of planning. Ultimately, for the wiring for the control box, because I'm using the Mictuning switch panel, for me it was as simple as connecting the negative and the positive into my desired switch with the correct amperage. I went with a 15 amp fuse, and it's given me no problems. It's definitely enough power that I don't need to worry about it. So, well, that's going to be it for install of the Mictuning C2 rock lights. If you guys haven't checked them out, I strongly suggest that you do. As you see by the footage here, they are an awesome light off-road, and it's really going to help to light up everything that's underneath you when you're on the trail. Not to mention, they do look kind of cool. Not going to lie, I'm not a guy for flashy colors and stuff like that. But if you're with a group of Jeepers and you're just having fun through the trails, it's going to really help. Other cool thing about these rock lights is you've got the app. So if you download the app, it's going to allow you to change the colors on the fly of these rock lights. You can turn them on, turn them off. You can switch between 16 million different colors, and they also have a bunch of different patterns. So you can scroll over to increase intensity of the flashing pattern. You can change the colors. You can have it on different color loop. There's a lot of different things you can do. And this is not a sophisticated app, guys, and it doesn't have to be. It's simple to use, very easy to get used to. We tried it out when we were on trail, and it was really cool. Make sure that your Bluetooth is on your phone, because I keep mine off a lot, and I was kind of getting frustrated. I couldn't connect to the app. I couldn't connect the lights to my phone, and that turned out to be the reason why. So make sure you have that connected. Now guys, if you do want to pick up a set of the C2 rock lights from Mictuning, go to www.mictuning.com. Use my discount code JL_Overland. It's going to save you 10% off any set of C2 rock lights, but definitely really cool lights, guys. And I know you're going to get good use of them off-road. If you liked the video, please down below, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and we really appreciate you guys watching. And if you have a set of rock lights yourself, or hey, if you bought a pair of Mictuning rock lights and you want some ideas for install, hit me up in the comments below. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching.